Welcome back to another episode of Lego Star Wars, the video game. In the last episode, we managed to get all the mini kits in Revenge of the Sith, and in this episode, it might be the finale in which we're gonna take on the bonus level, which is a New Hope, and including unlocking the what's remaining of the game. Now, unfortunately, there really isn't a progress bar that tells us if we're close to 100% on all of that. So we're not certain of that, but since this let's play is 100%, then I'm gonna get everything for what I could consider is actually 100%. So yes, so let's get into it and story mode. Now, the funny thing in particular about this level is that there really isn't anything that is worth your stand out, since it doesn't have any minikits. So that means that we don't get to play this level twice for that, which is good. So yeah, the first thing that is going to be different when compared to the other levels is that not playing on the villain as that we're not playing on the hero's perspective. Instead, we're going to be playing on the villain's perspective, which is a unique thing about this game. So yeah, we only get to control Darth Vader, and he almost had the same amount of movements as Anakin, because spoiler alert, they're the same. Now, of course, as you can see, there really is nothing here that uh, what I mentioned before. No mini kits, no true Jedi, no anything, because this is actually the requirement after getting true Jedi in every single level in story mode. And then we also have to defeat all these uh rebel troopers, which are the hero versions of the clone troopers or the battle droids that we've seen along the game. So this level is really isn't all that lengthy to begin with, since it's very straightforward. But as you can see, we already got like a ton of stars from that. So yeah, our objective here is to free C3PO so that we get to access to the next part of the level. Now, of course, there's also a segment in which has an extra room that I may be able to show off in a second. So, okay, let me see. What the hell should I do over here? Think if I. Okay, I think I have to activate all of them as fast as possible. Or not. Alright, I think I'm forgetting stuff here, so probably the one in the corners here. Like this. I don't know. Like, I think I'm doing something wrong. Like, they just keep deactivating like a ton of them at the same time. Or do I need to activate the corners then? I don't understand. Okay. I think I need to activate two of them at the same time, so probably like this. Like, I really don't get this, actually. Okay, so wow, we actually get to switch to Sweet C3PO. No, it really isn't anything that we can do right now. All right, there you go. I don't know why did I take why did it take that so long? So yeah, now that we have C3PO, we get to activate the door that is over there. But we're gonna go to the room on the right since I have something extra there. Alright, so now that we have that, we just destroy on these things because why not? So there is an interesting little Easter egg on the room that is on the right. Getting a ton of stuff from that, which is interesting. Alright, yeah, that's honestly very crazy. And yes, we have bricks here to assemble. So we have if we assemble them all in order, we get um an interesting little Easter egg. So okay, I think the blue one. No, no, no. The yellow one goes first. So it's like this, and we basically gonna form up a letter, which is the letter L. Actually, like this. Okay, feel free to screenshot if you feel like posting a Darth Vader with a Lego L if you want to. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so as you can tell right now, you may be wondering if we're actually gonna spell what what this game is about. Maybe. Who knows until we get to figure it out, but it's turning out to be very obvious. Alright, so what we do here is that it's a bit um complicated. No, I want to do that. Yes. Okay, so we have a knee. Then what are we assembling over here? It's a G. And what could this possibly mean? It's a U. No, it's an O. Lego. Lego. Though I think I ended up assembling the the wrong. Actually, I think it was something like. Oh wait, yeah, this one first. I just get confused because that. Yeah, it would not make sense because it's just any like a distorted E and not an actual G. Like this. Or at least that's what I'm aware of. And yes, we just got jump scared by a ton of blue studs. So spelling out Lego has that little Easter egg that we just encountered. So let's finally move on to what is the end of the level. Alright, then C3PO and starts on moving very slow because of that. And we have more rebel troopers here. And more things we got to destroy for even more blue studs. Which we ended up racking up a ton. What it could be the max amount of stuff that we got in a level, which I think it was on the first level of episode 1, which was 60,000. Now we broke that record and got 70,000 studs instead. And oh my god, there's even more. So we make our way over here. Actually, I'm not gonna bother with that anymore because it's just being repetitive. It's my instinct. I keep on doing it. like I'm forced to get every single stud that it's in the game. But yeah, is it the actual final part of the level? And oh my god, you have here Princess Leia and R2D2. So let's see what they're doing. Fortunately, there is no boss of R2, so yeah, it's to be continued. So this is actually uh so we have to wait until Lego Star Wars 2 for that. So that is all the level that is in the game. You know, a bit anticlimactic considering that this is the 18th level and there was no 18th level in episode 2 because that is exclusive to Complete Saga. But it is what it is then. Alright, so we finally get to the fun part. It's unlocking the rest of the game. So first of all, we're gonna unlock the characters now. We probably may start with the cheap characters and then we move on to the more expensive ones. So the first character we are going through it and then gonna do this for literally all that. Alright, so we have to not get Count Dooku because that's okay. You know what? It's not that very expensive. Like that. That's very expensive. Okay. And then let's see if we can get any extras. We cannot get those. Oh my god, we ended up getting four because of that. But that's not gonna be a problem because we have here cheat codes now. You can actually unlock everything in this game with only cheat codes. The only thing that's gonna be locking you off 100% is going to be the mini kits and quite possibly the um how's it called the super key pieces. So as you can see, we ended up unlocking every single character in the game, which we have that out of the way, and then now the last thing we have to do is to unlock all the extras, which are okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 10 extras in this game, and there's actually 8 and 9 cheat codes for that. Now I don't know which is the best level to grind for, but that can end up being a big chore. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use cheat codes to unlock those extras that we're missing. So yes, now I'm gonna do this one as an example, and then use and then use a montage to cover up the rest of the cheat codes because this can get a bit long. So let's see. All right, so the first one we're gonna activate is like it's gonna be like this. So yes, we have here the alphabetical order and then numerical order. So we have like so it's like this, and this is for fast scrolling for the end of the alphabet. And we got this, and we unlock silly blasters without having the need of paying it from paying it. Now, um, now I'm gonna speed things up a little because this can get a bit time consuming. So I'll put out some background music while you get to see me cheat my way to 100%, literally. I thank you the montage. All right, so now that we got all the cheat codes, we now have all the extras unlocked. And if we go and if we save, then that we basically got 100%. Now, if you go to the extras menu, we have all of this unlocked. As you can see, most of this aren't that really important, and so the silhouettes it just activates like this, so the characters in black. And for some reason, as you can see, Darth Vader's character helmet is transparent. So we got that. Now mustaches we basically have everyone given a mustache. Pretty straightforward. Now purple makes all lightsabers turn the color purple, just like Mace Windu's. Medikit detector. This actually it tells you where all the mini kits are in the level. Now, of course, after I did Free Play on Phantom Menace, I decided to go with invincibility just so I could not take any hits while I was hunting for mini kits. But this is also a very useful one if you don't know any mini kits, or if you didn't happen to watch all on my Let's Play or whatever. Now, teacups, I think it's they just have it here and it's just an extra weapon. So yeah, rushes is also a weapon, just like the teacups. Big blasters actually just make blast your characters comically large and just a straight up a rocket launcher, which is kind of funny. Now I don't know if they do twice as damage, but I don't know. Classic blasters. That's right from the earliest Lego Star Wars sets, which that's kind of an interesting fun fact about it. And then silly blaster that just make them look very goofy and all that. So now that we have that, we may be able to go outside and just take a quick peek at all the mini kits we've gotten. So as you can see here, most of the shit that we got actually resemble remarkable stuff from each episode. For example, episode one, we have the Republic cruiser from the beginning, the submarine that you get from the Gungans, the monochrome ship, Sebulba's pod, the Naboo starfighter, and Darth Maul's infiltrator. And then on episode two, which is over here. No, actually, this is the one to get all the bonus when you get through Jedi in every level, which is the Rebel Blockade Runner, even though its actual name is Detective 4. Which, yeah, that's basically gave it away that that's actually gonna be making a sequel with all the original trilogy levels. Now, episode two, we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, to be more specific, the Droideka, which I already mentioned about that, a Republic gunship. This is an ATTE, and then you also have a Solar Sailor, or at least that's what it's called. And then, as far as episode three, the mini kit models, we have a dropship, or let's say it's right. This is an emergency ship, and there's a Jedi. No, this is I think it's a Jedi interceptor or something. That's their actual name, even though and here they're just calling it Jedi Starfighter from episode three. This is a Wookiee cat that is staying on Kashyyyk. There's an ARC 170 Starfighter to be more specific, and right here is a V-wing Starfighter. So yeah, that is pretty much what this game has to offer overall. Which, it this game is not that long when compared to other games, as it's very straightforward and most of the levels are pretty basic to beat. To beat. However, there are some instances that can be really hard, and that's an understandable decision. Like, for example, the pod race or gunship cavalry or the Coruscant level, because of those unique cinematic devs they have. But there's also other levels in which the puzzles can be confusing, and most of the difficulty maybe end up getting a spike from what you were used to before getting to those instances. But for the most part, this game is very straightforward, and it will not take you that long to get to 100% completion and do all that. Now, of course, there is also an extra thing, and if you go to the options to the pause menu, you actually get different codes. Now, these codes will allow you to basically play a different character that you wouldn't normally be able to play in here, including other stuff like, for example, changing your color to of lightsaber to something that wasn't in the game, like for example, orange lightsabers or even black lightsabers. Now, I don't. I'm not gonna do them right now because I don't have them written down. But yeah, there's actually even hidden codes that you can do with different button combinations, and that is really interesting. And actually I didn't even know about that until I did the final recording session of episode three's mini kits and this one. So it's kind of interesting to know about that fact. But yes, that is gonna be it for this Let's Play overall. And if you want to know more content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see where this goes. You know, maybe I'll do Lego Star Wars 2, or perhaps I'll play another game. We'll see. But yeah, I take care, and signing off. Bye bye.